one has to come to the Holy Dham. We had to sacrifice a lot because Aindra Prabhu was very, very focused. Most importantly, it was the chanting. Once he told me your mridanga playing is zero. Spiritual life without any austerities is not really spiritual life. I am right now. I'm nobody, but I try to do a little service to the holy names.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
I got this idea quite spontaneously, and I have never met Aindra Prabhu, but he really inspires me, so I feel lots of emotions. I really want other people who were closer with him to share also his emotions and how he changed lives of these devotees. So I have 3 short questions. First is how long have you associated with Aindra Prabhu?
Well, I was with Aindra Prabhu when I was 18, so from 1992, January 1992 till 1998, I was with Aindra Prabhu. So 6 years I was with him. I was his mridanga player. Well, I was fortunate enough to be his mridanga player. When I first came, he started recording his first cassette, actually. It's called Chintamani Nam. And very basic recordings. And he already had a mridanga player, Gopinath Prabhu. And he asked me, just after being 1 month in the 25 Kirtan, in February 1992, he said, we're going to do some recording. Do you want to play kartals? I said, yeah, sure. Then, because the kartal is very high pitched, he said, you have to play kartals in this, in this kind of basket thing where you sit on. There's tires, like bicycle tires, and then there's these village, articraft that you can sit on. And he said you have to play inside. Inside is hollow because the sound of the kartals will spoil the recording. It's too high. So then I thought, I can't. How will I do this? I can't see my hands. So then this is how I started, developing the sense of hearing. Because in kirtan, hearing is most important. And I played kartals in that basket, without looking at my hands. And we came out with this Chintamani Nam.
Okay, thank you. And the second question is, who is Aindra Prabhu for you, personally for you?
Aindra Prabhu is definitely my guru, although, I've taken a Diksha, formal initiation from Satchidananda Swami. But Aindra Prabhu is my Kirtan Guru. He's a father, he's a role model, and he's someone who has a lot of Shakti, from his spiritual practices. So he has everything that I am today is because of him.
Oh.
I travel the world right now to do kirtan because of him, because of his training, because of his dedication, because of his patience in training me. So, Aindra Prabhu is everything to me.
Thank you so much for sharing. And actually, this third question you already almost responded, but it is how this meeting with him changed your life. How do you think?
Well, it definitely changed my life spiritually and materially also, because in 1992 it was very austere, being a brahmachari, staying in the brahmachari ashram, no ACs, no, in the summer we just had the fan, and the fan was just blowing hot air. You couldn't sleep properly. There was a lot of austerities that we had to go through, but it was needed because, spiritual life without any austerities is not really spiritual life. You always have to pay price for Krishna, and especially to be in the Holy Dham and to have this service that Srila Prabhupada wanted, the 24-hour kirtan to go on every day. We had to sacrifice a lot. In the summer we had to sit down when it's hot. Sometimes I would sit down, I would get up, there would be like a puddle of sweat all around me. But now when I look back, I really appreciate those times, where I had to sweat, to get this connection or this purification so that one day I could chant the holy names. So that training was very, very important. This is something that I carry my whole life. And when I look back, when I sit down, I do kirtan, I have this discipline, I have this focus. Because Aindra Prabhu was very, very focused, and everything had to be very particular about the instrument playing, the chanting. Most importantly, it was the chanting. Whatever instruments we played, the most important was to chant the holy names. Once he told me your mridanga playing is 0 if you don't put a 1 before it. And that 1 is the chanting of the holy names. So these instructions, are very important instructions that molded my life into, what I am right now. I'm nobody, but I try to do a little service to the holy names. So this is because of Aindra.
Very precious instructions. Thank you. And finally, just to kind of some, sort of advice or motivation or encouragement for devotees all around the world who have never been to Vrindavan or who is going but hesitating because so many obstacles on the way, right? So few words from you. You have this Shakti, you have this energy. Just few words about how important to come here and to join this, Harinam Sankirtan Yagya, and just few words, just message to the world, please.
Every activities that we do in Sri Vrindavan Dham, whether it's material or spiritual, especially spiritual, is multiplied by 1,000 times. And especially, the chanting of the holy names, which Srila Prabhupada wanted, at the Krishna Balaram temple, for this 24-hour kirtan to go on, so that, when devotees come, when people come, they can feel the spiritual atmosphere, the Shakti of this chanting. So whatever we chant is multiplied by 1,000 times, and it convinces, it makes our conviction stronger. And also Vrindavan, this is the place of Lord Krishna, where Krishna did his pastimes with the gopas and the gopis and the cows and the cowherd boys. So there's so many places of worship, holy places that we can visit that can actually strengthen our faith in the path of bhakti. So one has to come to the Holy Dham. This is one of the processes to advance in devotional service, is to come to the Holy Dham, do service, serve the Holy Dham, visit holy places, eat Krishna Prasad, and do parikrama. So please come to Vrindavan Dham and join the 24-hour kirtan for some time, chant the holy names, and purify our hearts. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.